Why the First Amendment is so important? I think that could be a challenging question for people who've been living in a country, with democracy for many years, because they never lost their freedom at any point in their life. But for people who've been living in an authoritarian regime or totalitarian regime, they knew exactly what the feeling of losing freedom. So I take North Korea and South Korea as an example. Those two countries, right, stay close to each other and speak exactly the same language. Just a little bit word difference, but similar. And same ethnicity. There's nothing, about the race issue, so that's not going to be an excuse here. You see, South Korea didn't have the freedom to create anything like art like before 1990. Okay, that was a taboo as well. But it only, took like a 30 years for South Korea to catch up. You see the level. Let's say Korea, I think they have one of the greatest, film industry right now. Even better than some movie from Hollywood. They have one of the greatest bands, right? So it only took 30 years to catch up, right? From, a world you cannot, create anything to the current level. You can even compete with the highest, you know, art industry. Like those countries been having freedom for 100 years. Why it never happened in North Korea? I think it's very easy because many people say, well, you need money to create art. North Korea is poor. Well, South Korea was poorer than North Korea before. But why? Well, the first thing is you need freedom of speech to cooperate with other greatest artists from different countries. But this must based on the First Amendment, something like this. You need to have freedom. Otherwise, even though you're allowed to cooperate with those people from other countries, but your artwork cannot be shown in your own country. That's kind of meaningless, right? And the second thing is, those kind of cooperation, artistic cooperation, actually can facilitate the development of economy. It's not you have to have money to create. You gotta have freedom to facilitate your money first. That's important. Many people did not even realize that. And the second thing is history can be easily manipulated if you do not have the First Amendment. Why? Let's take China as an example. Well, I have been asked many people, like middle-aged, basically like 40, 50, they did not know what happened in 1989 Tiananmen Square. Everybody knew this, I think, because if you learn history, that was kind of a historical moment to all human beings, right? But Chinese people didn't get a chance to learn that. Why? Because it's deleted. Well, if you can delete a history, you don't need to even apologize to your citizens because it never happens, right? And your citizen will somehow only receive positive message from the current regime. Like any huge mistakes will be erased. So definitely people will love the current regime, right? Because everything we have today is all based on the contribution of the current regimes, especially it's a one-party system. So I think that's two major reasons I think people need to realize. The first is the enlightenment, definitely gonna be very helpful for the art industry, and second thing is the manipulations.